Because Frodo's about to get his dumbass stabbed. In all fairness, Frodo, you deserve that 150%. What's going on, Godzilla Nation? This is our Godzilla. Welcome to Retro Rewind. This is a series where I'm going to be playing the games from yesteryear. Mainly to kick it off, we're looking at PlayStation 1, 2 and 3. I will be looking at diving into other platforms as we go along, but we are kick-starting this series off with one of the best games on the PlayStation 2, one of my all-time favourites, and the best movie video game crossover in history, The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. As a kid, I used to absolutely love the Lord of the Rings video game trilogy. Didn't really like the first one all that much, but The Two Towers and Return of the King, some of the best games ever made for the consoles at the time. I'd love to see how they would look with current gen graphics and the engines that we are currently running with. But this series, as I just said, we're going to be rolling with old school games, kicking it off with this one. If you were keen to see this go down, be sure to leave a like, get in the comment section, let me know if there are any old school games you would like to see brought to the channel with this initiative. I cannot wait to get into this nostalgic trip with you all. I've been planning on doing this for a very long time, and I thought it was now time to pull the pin and have a crack. I'm so hyped. I have not seriously touched this game. I can't remember when it even came out. It would have had to have been early to mid 2000s, easily. I was like a pre-teen when I played this.
I feel it in the water.
Not wanting to bring my age into the equation, because a lot of people like to bring up my age and that I'm getting older. I know that. But these nostalgic trips are good.
Much that once was,
go back to my childhood and relive some of the classics.
For none now live who remember it.
The Lord of the Rings.
It began with the forging of the great rings. 3 were given to the elves, immortal, wisest and fairest of all beings. 7 to the dwarf lords, great miners and craftsmen of the mountain halls. And 9 rings were gifted to the race of men, who above all else desire power.
Godzilla was given a ring as well, but they left that out of the story.
Within these rings was bound the strength and will to govern each race. But they were all of them deceived, for another ring was made. In the land of Mordor, in the fires of Mount Doom.
Oh, my inner nerd is coming out. I apologize.
Forged in secret a master ring to control all others. And into this ring he poured his cruelty, his malice, and his will to dominate all life. One ring to rule them all.
Oh, I'm getting fidgety just sitting here.
One by one, the free lands of Middle-earth fell to the power of the ring. But there were some who resisted. A last alliance of men
probably the
and
only
elves
thing
marched against the armies of
about
Mordor,
the old school games that really detract from the gameplay a little bit. I mean, it's a movie crossover, so obviously they're going to show film, you know, excerpts in the game to liken it together, but a little bit of the cinematic and more of the gameplay. But here we go. Speaking of gameplay, we're about to get right into it here. Alright, here we go, 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 here we go. Boom!
Kill them all!
Let's go. So for those of you unfamiliar, we are currently playing as Isildur the heir that obviously defeats Sauron takes the ring and spurs a brilliant trilogy and a not so brilliant trilogy. In my opinion, I mean, if you guys like The Hobbit, I'm not saying you don't like The Hobbit, but I preferred the original Lord of the Rings trilogy a hell of a lot more than the Hobbit trilogy.
Speed attacks will overcome this one.
I don't really like doing the speed attacks because we get the fair rating. If you haven't played this game before, I'll explain the rating after this mission's done when the rating system does pop up on the screen. But if you didn't have the chance to play this game, you missed out. It was really a nerd's paradise, the Lord of the Rings games. Come get some. That's what we want. We want some excellence. Scum of Gondor, huh? Come get some, mate. We're looking to get either good or excellent. I mean, you'd probably prefer excellent rating overall than good, but take what we can get. We're not playing this series to get the best ratings or, you know, clock games 100%. We're playing it for the sake of taking nostalgic trips and playing some old school classic games. Just for the love of playing games. That's what we're all about here on my channel. So I hope you guys do enjoy what I'm throwing down. I hope you guys are picking it up. And as I said at the start of the video, guys, if there are any recommendations for old school games you want to see played on the channel, let me know in the comment section down below. As I said, I am kicking it off primarily with PlayStation titles. Growing up, PlayStation was the console of choice, so it only makes sense that we get the love for the PlayStation 1, 2 and 3 going up in here. The control is really weird, like, it's real basic. When you play PS4, all the controls are now intricate, and you press this and press that and shift this and throw your controller 360 and... oh, we got the perfect going! But with the PS2 controller, it's like, press this button and you've killed them. Press this button for a heavy attack. It's just one button and... less is sometimes better, but it's so confusing. It feels weird. Here he is. Sauron's here and he means business.
It was in this moment, when all hope had faded, that Isildur, son of the king, took up his father's sword.
Come on, we all know what happens here. Get wrecked, Sauron.
Sauron, the enemy of the free peoples of Middle-earth, was defeated.
Wrecked.
The ring passed to Isildur, who had this one chance to destroy evil forever.
I mean, he could have.
But the hearts of men are easily corrupt.
But then, I mean, the game would finish right here, and the movies would have finished right there, and there's no fun in that.
I am Isildur's heir, not Isildur himself. My fate is my own. To Helm's Deep. Prego, go!
Okay. So here's what I was talking about before. This is how the rating system works. You've got fair, good, excellent, and perfect. And then it kind of averages out. So we had the most good kills, so it's going to average out to good. We've got 1,378 mission experience. That pops up to upgrade points up in the top right corner. And that transfers, so say the next mission I get 10,000 mission experience, we'll then have 11,378. So it, you know, adds up and keeps going, so you can use that to buy perks and strength, and oh, you gotta love the old school games asking whether you can save, because there's no There's no quick save, auto save. See, have a look. You just press square to parry. You don't have to hold this button and flick this button and do a handstand. I love it.
All Isengard is emptied. It is an army bred for one purpose, to destroy the world of men. The Dark Lord draws near.
Ring raids! Get back!
Taking on the ring raids. Let's do it on Weathertop.
They seek the ring bearer. Stay close.
It's easy to get an excellent score for this one. You just need to make sure... Oh, shit. That your torch stays lit, because the only way you can damage the ring rates is by lighting them on fire with heavy attacks. Yes, there we go. Get out of here. Let me light my torch, thank you. Come get some. And we're out again. Come on, baby, light my fire.
Frodo, keep away from them.
Help! They're everywhere! From them. Help! They're everywhere!
Frodo, you're an idiot. And our flame is out again. I think we should still just kill this one. Oh, perfect! Is it going to hang around long enough? I knew there was a cutscene coming up. Because Frodo's about to get his dumbass stabbed. In all fairness, Frodo, you deserve that 150%. Can we get at least one perfect kill? And we're out of fire. Come on, come on, come on. Let's finish with an excellent. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen. I do love the transition between gaming and the video and the you know, how they jump back and forth. They did that really well. Given the engine they were working with at the time.
Rivendell, the smallest of us showed the greatest courage.
I will take it. I will take the ring to Mordor.
And a fellowship was forged.
I will take the ring to Mordor.
Though I do not know the way.
No. I do not know the way.
God, I'm a nerd.
I will
Help you bear this burden, Frodo Baggins, as long as it is yours to bear. You carry the fate of us all, little one.
If by my life or death I can protect you, I will.
You have my sword.
And you have my bow.
And my axe. And my PS2 controller. Alright, here we go. This is where we can dive into it. We've got the excellent rating, 5,000 mission experience, obviously, as I said, transfers to upgrade points, so we've now got 6,378 upgrade points in the bank. Now, what you're about to see here is how we can use those points. So we've got things unlocking at levels 2, 4, 6, and 8. So obviously we've unlocked everything on level 1. Level 2, we've got the rush attack, charge forward and drive unshielded enemies to the ground. Not too bad. Rising attack is good. Attack as you regain your feet, taking enemies by surprise. That's good to quickly get up and then use the finishing maneuver and get the cheeky kill really early. Then, I'm pretty sure we're going to get that one pretty early, I think. Isildur's Swift Terror, a very effective combo for taking out unshielded foes. Then we got Isildur's War Rush, wound, knockdown, then finish off powerful enemies with this combo. That one's not too bad. Ranger's Fury, a devastating attack, press and hold the triangle button to use. Kind of like how you saw Isildur's sword in the first mission turn to that fire state when I was holding it down. And obviously getting more health through the strength of the stewards. Normally, right now, I'd get the sword upgrade, but I'm not going to, because now that we have done the first 2 missions, the next mission is Gates of Moria, and as you can see down the bottom left, Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, all unplayed, because from this point on, we have a choice of the 3 main characters from the Fellowship, and you best believe I'm going to be playing this series as Legolas, because Legolas is my favourite Lord of the Rings character of all time. If you do want to see gameplay after I've done the Legolas playthrough of Aragorn or Gimli, let me know in the comment section down below. But as you can see here, all 3 characters ready to go, but Legolas will be the one that we play as. Thank you for joining me as always, guys, because this is going to wrap up the first episode. The next episode back, we are going to be doing the Gates of Moria and the mission after that. I'm thinking what we're going to do, because we've got all these missions to play through, probably 2 missions per episode, so stay tuned next week for the following installment where we get stuck into the thick of the decent gameplay. We got the 2 kind of easy missions out of the way. It's time to get the good stuff going. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Leave a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you're new. Social media links down below. But that's it from me, guys. I'm out of here, and as always, I will catch you guys next time.